What's up guys, welcome to Daily Refinement. In today's video, I'm going to go over the app Mercari. Is it legit? I've been selling on Mercari for about 5 years now. I've sold 809 items for about $32,000. In this video, I'm going to go over tips and tricks on how to be successful on that platform. And also, I'm going to give you guys an idea of what to buy and sell. So please smash the like button, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys inside. Before we get into today's show, I just want to remind people this video is sponsored by Mercari, and they've been very generous. They're giving every person who subscribes on the link below $30 up on their first purchase. So I'm going to give you guys an idea of what to buy with that $30. And also, since this channel is about reselling, what I recommend you do is use this $30 to buy something that you can resell. So double win. Appreciate you guys. Let's get into the show. I want to give you guys some tips before we talk about what to buy and sell about Mercari. So there's really three things I think that are the most important on Mercari. So Mercari front loads all of their traffic. So Mercari does a great job of showing you how many views your item gets. So with my experience on Mercari, when you list an item, most of the traffic, let's say you get 100 views, most of that traffic will come in the first couple of days. So you want to really capitalize on those views by stepping forward with the best price you'll accept on the item right out of the gate. So I wouldn't expect the best offer, and if your item doesn't sell right away on Mercari, it can just sit. Full disclosure, that is the reason why I don't sell on Mercari. If I were to sell on Mercari though, just getting started, the listing is actually much easier than other platforms. So you can list an item on Mercari your first time without listing anything in just a couple of minutes, where other platforms, it's going to take you longer than that to understand how the listing flows. So on Mercari, it's really easy to list. So make sure in the beginning that you put your very, very best price up front so that people might actually convert, because you're only going to get traffic the first few days in my experience. So also, I would focus on Mercari Local. They do a really good job of classifieds. So most of my items, I just don't meet up with people. Everything ships. But in the beginning, when you're selling stuff around the house, you may want to sell a chair or a table. So I recommend taking advantage of Mercari Local. So Mercari Local, price things up front, and then make sure that when you're listing, you go through every single item specific, just like every other platform. Be as descriptive as possible. Well, that will give you the best results on Mercari. All right, guys, before we go over the buying guide, I just want to point out that Mercari is mainly used by consumer sellers. So this is people just selling stuff out of their closet. So I think it's a perfect opportunity to snipe really, really good deals. So I'm going to go over a screen share of me looking for good deals on Mercari. But again, I see Mercari primarily as a place to buy really cheap goods to resell back online. And you can just resell them back on Mercari. So let's get into the screen share. All right, guys, so here I am on Mercari.com. Essentially, you can see here on the left side, it says new arrivals for you. So this is what I mean by it's really important to get your best price up front, because people are going to be recommended the newest listings. So you want to capitalize on that traffic. It's going to show also what you recently viewed and shop local. So as an example, if I'm looking for an Up-A-Baby stroller, the reason why I know about this is because we just got a stroller for our newborn. So essentially you can go in here and look for local deals. This is a really easy flip because this stroller is between $600 and $900 new, but you'll find it on Mercari for as low as $50. So I would recommend saving all the searches that you're looking for that might have a good potential profit, and then using this $30 credit to capitalize on that. So anything related to baby, anything related to funerals, anything related to weddings, all these big life events, they're going to be fantastic. Now, Mercari already tells you what sells well. So you're going to be looking at local is going to be number one because classifieds are huge. Also, you can meet up with the person and it's a fast, easy transaction. I recommend if you are going to meet up with somebody on Mercari that you guys go to the police station because it's a safer place to meet. So here we have the women and men's category is going to be mainly clothing. Clothing is half of the online sales on every platform. So really, really important to focus on women's and men's clothing. That stuff's going to sell the most often. Electronics, toys, video games, handbags. So we're going to zero in now on the home section. A lot of people are spending more time at home. So you want to focus on things that people want to buy. So home goods is quickly becoming the largest category on the internet to buy. So you want to go through here and scroll what is in your local area and what you can find. If there's a lot of TJ Maxx around you or a lot of Home Goods, the store, you can go there and find these items to resell on Mercari. Ray Dunn sells really well on Mercari. So let's go ahead and type that in as an example. Ray Dunn. And as you click in and research, you can see here there's over 1,000 results. You want to look at how people are presenting their items. You can run a markdown as well, which will give you better visibility. So you want to focus on what you can find. This is really important. Don't just look for bolos or be on the lookout for items. You want to search for what is actually in your area. When you finally found something that you do want to sell, what you want to do is verify if the seller does a good job or not. So you can scroll down here to the Meet the Seller section. You can see this member has all of the badges that you can get. So they've been a member for a while, over 2 years. They're fast at responding, they're fast at shipping, and they're reliable. So you want to also reflect that and mirror that when you are a seller. You want to not cancel things because you're out of stock. You want to ship quickly, and you want to respond to your customers as fast as possible. In the description, you can see here, they've included measurements, they've included all the different features. This is really important when you're trying to sell an item so people understand what they're getting. Also, Mercari lets you know where the item is coming from. This is really important and really understated on the internet. People want to buy items that are near them. So I always recommend shipping immediately, and when you put your location, it gives people a sense of where you're from. And if you put that in there, because Mercari gives you a chance to talk about yourself a bit, you might say, I'm from the Midwest, I'm in California. Give people a little bit of a local vibe because people prefer to buy local. So in here, check out your categories. I would definitely start with stuff around the house and figure out how you can sell all your things. I always say, sell everything, including your couch, and sit on the floor in an empty room, because you can buy everything again on all these websites. But it's really important to understand how e-commerce works, because it is the future. And one more tip for you guys, while you're scrolling through Mercari, I would definitely check out bundling. So if you have 2 or 3 of the same thing, 4 or 5 of the same thing, build your own listing with multiple different objects and give people the opportunity to buy more than one thing with one shipping cost. It's really going to help you. More things to focus on in Mercari are tags. You can hashtag whatever you're looking for. I recommend at least 1 or 2 hashtags to get people to be able to find your item. Also, it's going to say in Mercari when it was posted. So on Mercari, because it's so front loaded, I would recommend relisting the item if it hasn't sold in a month to get that boost again. Back here in the description, more best practices include bullet points, much easier to read than just having one big long paragraph. Also let people know, check out my other listings if you're interested in A, B, C, D, and E. And when you do specialize in A, B, C, D, or E, you also increase the likelihood of a bundle sale where people buy more than one item from you. That was something I really took advantage of because I just sold in the category of shoes when I was on Mercari. So you can click on somebody's username and find out all the other items they sell. And then you can message the buyer and say, hey, are you willing to bundle this, this, and this? You can also check out sold listings to find out what previous items sold for. And that's going to give you an idea of what to price your items at when you're selling it and how to not be overcharged or ripped off when you're buying items yourself. So come in here. You can see a lot of these items in this person's store are generic. So these are items that you can order on Alibaba, or you can order on different websites, or maybe at a local wholesaler to resell back online. The possibilities really are endless. And remember, on Mercari, just like most websites, they have buyer protection. So I also will share a story with you guys. On Mercari, I had a transaction go a little bit AWOL. I bought something and I received something a little bit different. Mercari stepped in right away and gave me a refund. So again, these sites that charge a fee, and on Mercari it's 10%, these fees help give you insurance against something going wrong on the buyer end or the seller end. And if you guys don't know, Mercari, I believe they're based in Japan. They have been around a long time. And if you look at the traffic, they get 40 million unique viewers either per month or per day, but it's a massive website. So it's one of the largest e-commerce websites on the internet. So it's definitely worth checking out. And if you sell on other platforms, it's okay. I sell and learn from every single platform. I think it's at least worth it to list one item on every single platform just to get an idea of what some websites do and other websites do, just so you can get an idea of how to master your one platform. I recommend you always just do one platform so that you can really understand how to get good at it, because every single platform is going to have its ins and outs, and Mercari is no different. So I recommend you take your time, list one thing at a time, list your best items that you have at home for the best price you can up front so you can capitalize right away. Make a bolo list of what you want to buy and sell. I recommend, again, anything related to babies, especially baby strollers, since they're so cumbersome. Luggage, these are things that people sell for pennies. They just give them away when they move because they take up so much space. So make sure you're on the lookout for this stuff. Appreciate you guys. Until next time, make progress daily.